welcome you all for this e-learning tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to learn about the Python strings. String is the most popular data types in the Python. So it is created by enclosing the various characters within the quotes. The Python does not distinguish between the single quotes and the double quotes. So here creating a string is very easy in the Python. The strings are immutable. If you want to change an element of the string, you have to create a new string. Here in Python, the triple quoted string can open multiple lines. For example, if you want, I have declared a variable string is equal to hello Python. So if I want to print this variable, print string, the whatever the value that is given in the variable, that will be printed. Either it can be given it in a single quotes or double quotes or in a triple quotes. So the various concepts in the string are compound data type, len function, string slices, strings are immutable, string traversal, escape characters, string formatting operator, string formatting functions. So in detail we are going to see one by one. So in compound data type, we have the two kinds of data type. One is called as an int and another one is called as a float. The strings are very different from these strings. So it is made up of the smaller piece of the characters. The data types that is made up of smaller pieces, which is called as a compound data type. The strings that is used as a single data type. So to access a part of the string, the square bracket operator is used. Here is an example that you can see. Here I have given a variable called as a string. In that variable I have given it as a welcome. Now what I am going to do is, now I am going to assign on another character. Then I have given it as a string of 4. So the string of 4, it is an index of the particular string. So it is index will going to start from a 0, and from the 4 the character is the C. So now if you are going to WELCO, the fourth character is the O. So the next one, if you are going to start with an index of 0, if you want to print the first index, then if I have given the string of 0, it will be printed as W. So the output will be O and the W, the particular function. Here it going to returns the length or the number of characters in the string. Here is an example that we have taken. Now I have assigned a string is equal to welcome. Now I am going to find the length of the particular string. Here it will display the output as a total number of length. Here it is 7. For example, if I want to print the last character of the particular string, so here I have declared it as a string is equal to welcome, the last is equal to string minus 1 if I have given, so it will print the last character, that is an E. Suppose if I want to print the last to the next character, suppose here I have given last is equal to string minus 1, and I have assigned another variable called as a string, where string of minus 2. So if I print both these one, it will print the E as well as the M. So this is the uses of the len function. The string slices is a subset of string is known as a slice. The slice operator is applied to the string with the use of the square braces here. The operator n:(m) will give the substring which consists of letters between the n and the m. And this is including the letter n but excluding the m. Similarly, for an operator n:(m:)s, which is a substring which consists of letters from the nth index to m-1 index, where s is a step value. So after the letter n, that n plus s will be included, like n plus 2, n plus 3 up to we will be included. So let us see an example for the string slices. So here what I have given, I have declared a variable called as a string. Here in this string I have given it as a welcome. Suppose if I am going to print from the 0 to 4, see 0, 1, 2, 3, the 4 characters will be get printed, that is the WELC. See the next example, string is equal to welcome print 5:7. So it will going to starting index will be from the 5 and ending index will be the 7. So 5 in the sense 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the fifth value, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth value it is the OME. So up to 5, 6, 7, that is OME will be get printed. See in the next example here, NMS, both the value, that is the starting index, ending index, and from the increment value. Here the two times it will be get incremented. The first value it is E, the first letter, that is the index starting from the 1, the first index is E. So up to the second value, so then C, then second value, then M. So there is a no value up to this, so ECM will be get printed. If suppose I have given it as suppose I want to print this welcome as from the reverse order, that is EMOCLE W in reverse order, yes, we can able to print it in a reverse order with a simple statement as you are going to give the empty that is only the starting index and the ending index will be the very empty, then -1 will be the transverse of the particular string. So if I have not given any starting index and the ending index, just I have specified here as a colon, what you are going to print is it will print whatever the string that is available in the particular variable, it will be printed. See in this example, the last example, a string is equal to welcome. What I have given is 5:3. Whatever it is, that here the starting index should always be less than the ending index. So here it is greater than the ending index. So it will not print any values. So immutable in the sense here which means we cannot change any element of the string. Suppose if we want to change an element of the string, we have to create a new string. So here is an example that we have given, string is equal to welcome, then letter is equal to what I have did here is I am going to concatenate this. Here I have given another character as an A, which I am going to concatenate with the this particular string. That is only I have given the starting index here but no ending value. The ending value will be always the starting index of the one value will be always, you need to change it to the A. So instead of W it will be printed as an A. So this is an example for the strings immutable. So is a process in which we are going to access all the element of the string one by one with some conditional statement. That is for we can use a for loop or while loop, whatever the if else, whatever the looping statement that we can use. So the strings traversal is an important pattern. Since there might be many situations in the different program where we need to visit each element of the string, we need to jump operations continue till end of the string. So here in the given example, I have taken a variable as a string variable, then I am going to initialize a variable for I is equal to 0. Here I have begin with an while loop. In that while loop I have given the condition which has I is less than the length of the particular string. Up to the length of this particular string, the loop will going to be execute. At one point of time, the index becomes equal to the length of the string. So as a result, the condition of the loop will be becomes false and it will come out from the loop. The last character is displayed with the index of len of var of -1, which will be the last character. So as a whole string will be traversed and to be displayed. So that is for every string it will WEL, though every character it will be get printed. So this is another way that we can go for an for loop. So this is an while loop example, and the same thing that we are going to go for the for loop. In this for loop, just I have specified here the character in the particular string, and every character it is going to we can either use the string traversal for the for loop or the while loop. So here / character is used for the escape character. It converts a difficult to type characters into a string. Now we are going to the concept of escaping characters with an example. Suppose here we want to print the string with a double quotes or in a single quotes. Usually when we use a single quotes or a double quotes within the thing, the Python neglects them and print only the particular string. Suppose if you want a quotation mark in a output, so we make use of this escaping character concept. Here is the example that I have given. Print I am 6 inch too tall. So here I have using the character. So like that I am using here the / character. So I am 6 inch too tall. Some of the list of escape characters is shown here. Characters for new line, then this is a / then single quote, and we can use a double quote, then ASCII bell, ASCII backsplash, ASCII form feed, line feed, carriage return, then horizontal tab, vertical tab, character with octal value OOO, and character with hexa value HNA. So these are all some of the list of the escape characters. So Python has a unique built-in operation which is called as a modulo operator. So this is called as a string formatting operator, which is similar to the formatting operator used in C programming languages. Here I have given an example. Print my name %s and age is %ds. Here where %s is nothing but it is a string that we are going to use, and %d is an signed integer. So my name is A and age is 20 years. The output will be get printed. Now the list of symbols that is used for the modulo operator is shown here. Percentage operator is so character string conversion, signed decimal integer, unsigned decimal integer, then octal integer, hexadecimal integer, hexadecimal integer but for lowercase and uppercase, and exponential notation for lowercase and uppercase, then floating point real number, then the shorter of %f and %e, and also for capital F and the E. So these are some of the list of symbols that is used in the modulo. So in string formatting functions, there are many built-in functions for the string. So here I have listed some of only a few listed functions here. So here is a capitalize, that is it make the first letter of the string to be in capital letter. The next one is center of width comma fill character. It returns space padded strings with the original string centered to the total width of the column. The next one is the count of str comma beginning equal to 0, end is equal to len of the string. Here it counts the number of lines in the string and occurs in the string or in the substring provided. The starting index is BEG and ending index is the END. The next one is an AL NEM. Here if the string has at least one character and all characters are alphanumeric, that it returns true and the false. The next one is an is alpha. If the string has at least one character and all characters are to be an alphanumeric, it returns true and false to be otherwise. Then is digit, it contains only the numbers, returns true, otherwise it will be returns false. Then is lower, at least one cased characters and all cased characters are in lower case, it returns true, otherwise it will be false. Then is numeric, Unicode string contains only the numeric characters, it returns true, otherwise it will be returns false. Is space, if the string contains only the white space characters, that is so if it returns true. The next one is upper. at least one case character and all case characters are in uppercase letters, it will be returns to. Similarly for an lowercase letter, so is lower, also the lowercase letter. Then max of str returns a maximum alphabetical characters in the particular string. Then minimum means returns a minimum alphabetical character in the particular string. Then replace function, built-in function is, it replaces all the occurrences of old in string with the new and with the maximum occurrence if maximum is provided. The next one is an is ALMUN. MUN in the sense here all the characters ought to be an alphanumeric. Then LEN of string, it is used to return the length of the string. And also we have the swap case, it inverts the case of all characters in the string. Then upper means it converts all the lowercase characters into an uppercase characters. Is decimal contains only the decimal characters, then it will be returns true. Then we have the ls strip, it removes all the leading white spaces. Make trans, it returns a translation table that to be used in a translate function. Then join, it concatenate the string representation of element in particular sequence. Then R strip, it removes all trailing white spaces in the string. So these are all some of the built-in functions that is available in the Python. So in the thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe, share and like your comments. In the next tutorial we are going to see about the list. Thank you.